welcome back to Studio Lou. So today I am finally getting to do something. It has been a day, let me tell you. It has been a long work day. It's just been one of those days where you have to save somebody from their own what's the word I'm looking for that's not a mean one? I guess from their own procrastinating ways, where, they just didn't act on something they should have a long time ago, and it has had its consequences. But you know what? I'm happy I was able to help someone. So there's that. So that aside, I did get this book put together last night. So all of the signatures are in, all 9 of them. It fits together like quite a nice little book. I like, big, chunky, but small, kind of handheld, nice, feeling book. And I really like this sewn spine. I'm definitely going to do that again. It was an experiment that I did, and I really like it. And so, yeah, this is all good. And I put in the end papers, and I put in the ties, and I just added a nice little piece of lace down the sides here. So I've added on the first page of each signature, I have added the this nice different kinds of lace, and yeah, so this book's good to go. We are at the ephemera stage now, which is the fun part, in my opinion, and I haven't made any ephemera for it yet at all. There are some pre-positioned pockets that will need things, so I'm happy to kind of get going. This is maybe my favorite little part of this book. So I was trying to figure out how to hinge these 2 pages that were too long for this book, and I found actually 2 different tricky kind of ways of doing that. I'll show both of them to you. So this is one way where if you have 2 pictures that you really like, you can do this. And it's just a nice little fun thing. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could honestly take like a paper clip, what do we call them? Like a modified paper clip. I forget the word I'm looking for, guys. Goodness me. But like those over the page kind of embellished paper clips. So you could tuck those on there. You could attach something to this if you wanted a piece of ephemera, but I kind of just like it. I'm just happy about it. Then the other thing that I thought of, let me see if I can find it. Another way to incorporate 2 pages that are like the wrong size for your book is this way. So I backed them onto each other, meaning I like what's on this side and this side, of that back page. In here is just music, and it wasn't something I needed for the book, but I liked having this ice cream recipe. So then what I did was I just held them back good side out facing on either side, so bad side to bad side together. Then I left about an inch of difference that matched up, so that on the let's say that your book page needs to be say 9 inches across. So you're going to shift both of these a little bit until you've got 9 inches. And so for me, that left me just over an inch probably on either side, which created a pocket here. And then on the back side of the page where I left the gap, it created a pocket here. So what I did was I held them like that, slightly offset, and then I stitched top and bottom. So that would give me 2 pre-made pockets. So that's just one way to kind of do fun things. Another thing I did that was fun is this one. So this one was 2 pieces of paper that were this was the center of the book, but I couldn't use it. It was too wide. So I actually just cut it off, and then on the back I basically wanted to collage because I didn't like what was on this back page. So I just kind of did a free motion fun kind of collage and sewing around this area just to add some interest in stitching. And then because I've hinged the back of it, I was able to get this nice little spot here. So all this could be written on. This can be written on. It's an extra little flap. So yeah, those are kind of the neat little things that I've already put in. I do have a few pre-made pockets where I've done that to cover up text that I didn't want included. Here's another one of those, back-to-back pages where I left the gap. So it's kind of nice because it's pre-made pockets that I won't have to create. Because that's always the thing that I don't have enough of is pockets. And I have this also. This is a little envelope. So we're ready to go to fill up some of those. So anyhow, that is where this journal is at right now. So I can actually just set it aside and then get working on ephemera. So I have like a basket of things that I can use. Some pages from the Land of Sugar and Spice. Then some digitals and some images that I scanned from an old magazine from like, some of them are actually the actual magazine page, but it was, I didn't have a whole lot there, but I've got different stuff. I've got all sorts of different stuff. I picked out a few different things, like I've got cut off leftovers from pages of the scrap of paper and other things that I've used. So this is what I have to deal with. So, I guess let's just kind of get started. We'll just jump in. So I totally I'm at a loss with, I printed out a digital kit that is going to be a part of a journal that I'm going to make this month. And I have no idea where I've put it. It's bizarre. Like I've got to tear apart my everything to try to find it, because like my studio is actually really neat and tidy and organized. I must have actually just like set it somewhere. Excuse me. Oh, I've got the end of workday yawns. I'm sorry. But anyways, I must have set it somewhere like where I was like, okay, I'll put this here for safekeeping when I get to it, and like now it's gone. So this one I think would be a fun journal card. It's kind of long, like it would make a nice tag, but it would be sideways. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to preserve this like chocolate bar picture. You know what I'm also going to do? So I'm going to get my cutting board and put it on top of my glass mat so that we don't have as much glare. There we go. That's a little better. I mean, there's still a little bit of glare because there is no light today out. Well, there is light, but not enough to penetrate my my workspace. So I'm going to just tear off these edges. Okay. So I think what I'll do is probably look for what junk mail I have over here, or not junk mail, packaging. Because I like to back these in packaging. So I have a couple of boxes from yogurt tubes. The children, they like their yogurt tubes. Honestly need to get my recycling down as much as I possibly can. We were when we were away last week for my work thing I had to do, of course we missed like the recycling day, and for me we always have like a lot of recycling. We rarely have any garbage, but we always have a lot of recycling. And so now the way that our garbage days go here is like 1 week is recycling, the next is garbage. So now I have like 2, full weeks of recycling. Okay. Or well, I guess no, more than that, because it is every 2 weeks. So it's like 4 weeks of recycling. I kind of wish recycling was like every week, but I don't think I'll win that. I don't think I will. So I was thinking maybe I might, I know Roxy Creations is doing like a weekly challenge. I'm not taking part in it because a couple of reasons. One, I've got my Tinker Sketch challenge, my Tinker Lab challenge that I'm working on a daily basis that I've been kind of missing a few of those, but I'm not stressing about it. It was kind of designed to kind of give me something to work on when I had no ideas, but right now I actually have a lot of ideas. So what I'm going to probably do though is do one of her prompts, which was creating nice like window envelopes. So I have like a whole box of window envelopes, and I have to start using up some scraps. Like I have to have like a scrappy, like a Gail Agostinelli style. Hold on, let me stop this from beeping at me. There we go. Like a Gail Agostinelli style, like scrappy Saturday, because like I have so much paper scrap, it's just crazy. I don't know. Oh, and my corner chomper is stuffed full. Oh dear. That's okay. All right. So this is cute. I think, what do I want to do other than what is on it already? I have to sort things out for this book. Let me see. I'm trying to decide if I want to put like a bow or something here, like a cute little, I mean, it'd be nice to use like a little pre-made bow if I had one. And I probably do have like a ton of them, like little ribbon bows. But I don't feel like digging in my fabric scrap pile a whole lot. So maybe I'll make my own little thingy. Okay, so let's see if I can make like a bow, or if I should just go with like a tied, like little tied ribbon. I don't know if I should make a pocket even with this. Might be a nice little pocket. I might need to trim it down a bit though. I just have to check against the width of my book. Okay. You know, it's easy to tie a bow, but trying to make it look half decent is the next thing. Little scraps, though, are so good for this kind of thing. There we go. So maybe like a little bow would be cute there. Just like that. So I was watching some quilting videos on YouTube this morning because I bought a bunch of fabric to make this quilt that I've been wanting to make forever. It's Alexander, why do I forget the name of the designer? It's the Ghastly's fabric. If you look it up, Alexander, it starts with an H. Holt? Hill? I can't remember. It's terrible, but I want to make a quilt with that fabric. And so I bought a bunch of it, and then today I went out because I had to ship Etsy packages, and then I decided to stop by the fabric store so that I could get the batting for my quilt. So I got the batting, and I picked up a couple of cute fat quarters. Oh, there was so much nice fabric. I was like, honestly, like, oh gosh. But I stuck by what I went there for. And I did not do anything extra except I got a couple fat quarters. But for me, like, that is self-control. I'm going to just give it to myself because it is honestly self-control. Fabric stores have really become like my my true love / nemesis. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to let that kind of dry. And then I want to check the width of the book. I think I'll need to cut it down if I do want to use it as a pocket, but it would be a cute pocket. So I think I might actually just trim it down a little. I'm going to just trim off the one side here. Yeah, I think it would be a cuter pocket than like a tag, just because it's like, it's this shape, you know, that It just wants to be a pocket like that. So cute. Okay. Okay, so this one I think we are good. I don't know if I want to do my little pocket chomp out that I usually do. Probably, because it makes it a lot easier to, or can I with this bow here? Yeah, maybe not. But I could take the bow off. What do I want to do? Yeah, I really need a lot more space to be able to do that. Yeah. Okay, let's just leave it. We'll just leave it for now. I'm being persnickety here. Next thing. So this, I don't care a whole lot about. This side, little gingerbread man. I kind of like this like paper. I'm thinking it would be a cool tag or something because it's the colors of the book. So I think we could shorten it. And maybe make it into a tag. I think I might just do a little bit of collaging. I think I'm just going to fussy cut out this cute sprinkled donut. Come in this little hole. There we go. So the weather is getting a little nicer this week, which is really great. I might potentially go for a walk tonight somewhere. I might check out our local graveyard where we usually walk as our kind of safe place. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I joke that my family, we are the Addams family because we we primarily do our walking in the graveyards local to us because they're nice naturey places that are safe with not very many people. Rarely do we ever come close to anyone in the graveyard, which is nice in these days. So to ink that middle up a little. Maybe there. Then I want to try to preserve as many of these book pages as I can to like not use too many of them in one piece, so I have lots to use in the ephemera. So I cut out these little thingies. I didn't have time to do any kind of prepping for this journal, so that's okay. It's sometimes nice to just kind of work on stuff like while I'm filming and not just show you finished off things or little short projects. Last night I sort of felt like as I was binding that book, like maybe I should turn the camera on, but I was watching something. I forget now. But yeah, I've been watching quilting and sewing videos in the morning on YouTube because I'm starting to get more into like trying to do probably more extensive quilts than what I've done. So it's just learning some tricks and things like that. Okay, and then I have some digital collage club images. I might, yeah, so I've got these little digital collage club sort of stamps. Maybe I will grab a couple of those. And I think I'll also cut out or tear out a couple of sheets of a vintage recipe book that I have that I might actually go grab. But also a piece of rickrack could be very cute on this. Rickrack always makes me think of like sweet things, and I think it's like the little gingerbread house kind of aspect to it, or like how it was always a part of like Hansel and Gretel, the house. I'm not sure that red will work though, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it is kind of cute. Yeah, I think it will. I think so. Okay, let's glue some of this down before I get all mixed up here. There we go. I have to dump out my scraps, but my recycle bin is full, so I've got to figure it out. I don't like using those recycle bags because it's like you're basically just creating more recycling when you use them. But that's okay. I'll figure it out. Okay, and the donut, which is so cute. I was watching, I've been watching a lot of like in my spare time TikTok. I've actually been starting to try to make some TikToks too. I haven't gotten super into it yet. I'm like, you know, trying not to be an old person, and I need to stay up with, well, not an old person, but I don't ever want to be like a Luddite of what's going on in the world and like on the internet, you know, like to not know, like I already sort of feel that way because I don't use Twitter, but I actually think that I'm happy I don't use Twitter, and I don't even really like Facebook, to be honest. I'm honestly finding myself like I want to go back to the way things used to be with the internet, when it was a more smart, diverse place. Everybody had websites and blogs, and you know, there was just more to do on the internet than just like live in this stratosphere of like social media being the only media. Like it's replaced media, it's replaced the internet. Like we were given a gift, you know, the internet was a gift, and I feel like we've abused it by like just falling prey to these kind of conglomerate websites. But I appreciate, you know, aspects of all of these things. Like I guess, you know, I appreciate YouTube because it is probably one of the only places these days where if you're looking for something, especially like a how to do something, you know, you can find useful videos on how to do that thing you're looking to do or to learn about. I mean, sometimes, unfortunately, because of large bot type YouTube channels, you sometimes have to do a little bit more digging. Um, which I found, as long as you don't make your search criteria too generic, like craft videos, you know, you're going to find terrible videos if you just search for that kind of thing, probably, because like these, there's these websites like, you know, 5-minute crafts and Troom and all these kind of large, like obviously like just kind of fake scammy kind of networks that, you know, they create multiple YouTube channels, they re-upload the same content over and over again with different images and titles, and you know, they play the algorithm. They know what they're doing in that respect, and they do it because it makes them money, so that's what they do. Unfortunately, it pushes out your actual creators, your actual DIY people, your makers that are trying to share something with a community. They get pushed out. That was a big worry for me about like investing in this platform, but it's okay. It's okay. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like every social media site is kind of known for certain things. Like Twitter, I guess, is a nice way people try to like keep up with like celebrities and stuff. And you know, Instagram is obviously all about photos, and like I think you also can get a nice, like, you know, I think what it's overrun with though is like social media influencers who create a lot of like stuff that is really not that useful, to be honest. And I also just don't like a few things about how it's run, because if you ever like were to lose your access to your Instagram, like if it were to get hacked, it's extremely like hard to get back. Plus I find that, I don't know, there's a lot of like, I don't know, I've got a couple of Instagram accounts. One is private, and I find almost every day I have to like ignore and block some annoying like account that has tried to add me as a friend, and I'm just like, oh, it's exhausting. It's extra things I don't want to deal with. But I do love Instagram. Like I love looking at all of everybody's pictures and their projects and following hashtags and like seeing everyone's stories. And I find it's like, it's the beautiful sister of the Facebook, Instagram. I used to use Facebook a lot, but to be honest, I'm rarely on it these days. I feel like I've just had enough of a lot of things. It's like not enough changes, but like we talk about it ad nauseum, and it's just a lot of arguing and a lot of opinions. Like, you can have your opinion by all means, but like I think I'm just kind of sleepy with dealing with all the, I don't know, the arguing. I care about it in terms of like, I think it's a good place to learn about a lot of things if you're able to listen. Like I can admit that Facebook probably made me a better person, because it made me see a lot of different perspectives that I hadn't experienced or given enough time to before I was exposed to them. A lot of social issues that I knew a bit about, I learned a lot more about through social media, through Facebook. But I also think I've endured a lot of like, just people can be really like really mean to each other, and sometimes it's just a bit much for me. Okay, we need a ribbon. Oh, this is cute. This would fit in, and this would be a really cute pocket. Yeah. Could we do a blue ribbon? Maybe. Might be kind of cute, actually. It goes with the ice cream. Nah. I have so many fun, shiny fabrics. Sorry guys, I'm just like hunting through my fabrics. I don't know. Actually, yes I do. I want to use this blue one. Here we go. This one right here. This is what I want to use. Then, so I've been thinking a lot lately about how I attach these, and I like to now stitch across them when I stitch around my tags. So I'm just going to lay that there rather than tie it. Then what I can do is trim the bottom off this. This is from 1980. Okay, get rid of that. And that can just be glued down as a pocket itself. It'd be really cute. Okay. So I've got two images of this sugar and spice stuff that I have. These are photos that I printed out. Here we go. Those. And I could probably glue those onto packaging. When I photographed these, they were kind of at an angle, so these are going to have a slightly, not exactly rectangular shape, but I can probably even it out a little bit. I kind of like the top being slightly more narrow than the bottom. It almost looks like a carton, so I think that could be cute. So I think I might just snip the bottom off and not include the advertising related stuff. Yeah, so cute. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, I'm just going to cut around these little guys here. There we go. These will be a couple of cute little journal cards. Now, do we want to round the edges of these, of either of them? This one, I'd say no. That would actually make a really sweet pocket. It's funny, I'm actually making more pockets this time at the beginning of this. Usually I'm awash in everything but pockets. I think I'll use that as a pocket. This one, I think we could round the edges and it could be a cute little journal card. I think I will actually ink it with yellow just to kind of make it kind of stand out, pop a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see what we would want to do with this piece. We have all these cute little, like, this little pepper shaker and these little guys here. They're very cute. I might do like a pocket or something with them. Or I have this envelope, and that would be cute to put them on an envelope. And just like, maybe we will tear around them. Okay. And this cute little shaker guy. We'll put him right there. Maybe I'll just set that aside in case I need to collage a bit with it. It's always good to kind of keep whatever scraps you have. Okay, now I'll just ink these little guys. Two little donuts running away together. I feel like I have had so little time to work on creative stuff this last week. Oh, it's just been a lot. We've just had a lot of like chores to do and things to get done. And like I was listening to another YouTuber this morning talking about how like her children are at the age now where like they are old enough that she is now able to stay up later and she can like do her own thing. So she stays up till like 3 o'clock in the morning and like works on stuff, but I was like, that would be so nice to just be able to stay up by myself and like have some creative time. I would love that, but it's really difficult because my husband, we have to get up at 5 o'clock because he has to go to work. So I've got to be up for the kiddos because they do not sleep in. Once people have started to stir in the house a little bit, usually my son wakes up, but my daughter's been like a light sleeper lately. Like she has been waking up multiple times at night looking for me. So this is the thing with kids, like they go through 100 different stages of sleeping and not sleeping at different times, and like I don't know what stage I'm on, but I don't love it, to be honest. Whatever this stage is, it's not my favorite. Okay, so I'm just gonna tear out these little, I printed this incorrectly somehow. I would have to look at my printer settings because I cut 2 of these off, which is just sad, but that's okay. I could print it again. This is a digital collage club image set. It's nice to have access to like thematic kind of images when you know you're making like a book about a certain topic, because then you don't have to just only hunt through all your vintage stuff, which I mean I do a lot of, but I have found that it's nice to just be able to like have a little bit of this be a little easier. Okay. There we go. So I don't know what I want to do with these yet. I just wanted to get them torn out. I don't know if I'll just make little, like, they're a little small for a journal card. I might use them on top of like journal cards and tags and things. All right, so next we have this cool scene of like a bunch of sweets and these little guys kind of like squirting whipped cream down onto like a cake, and that's pretty cool. I'm thinking it could be a couple of tuck spot like side pockets, so we could do like this, and then oops, what am I thinking? Use your straight edge, goodness. So yeah, they could both be like cute little pockets that we could either like maybe leave intact. This, I don't know if they would be too narrow to be a pocket, or like it'd be like a side tuck kind of pocket. Yeah, that would probably be good. So let's see if we have enough packaging left that I can glue these down onto, or if they're too, are they too long? No, they fit. Yay! Since we started the change to whole foods in our diet, we don't really have a lot of packaging anymore, like this to recycle or for me to use. So, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining. Okay, that was too long. but it is kind of like the perfect size cardstock. Okay, so let's grab the book here and just see how this would do as a pocket on the page. Actually, it's a pretty great size. Yeah, that's a good size for a pocket. So that means that I can use my little chomper here. Okay, I guess I'm like a little out of, sorry, let me move up a little so you can see what I'm doing. I think I have too much stuff going on here. There we go. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good size for a pocket for a page. So I'm not going to just use it as like a side tuck. This is a good size for this book. So I will chomp the little thumb hole. And I'll move this out of the way again. And we're going to ink this one, I think, in pink, sort of fuchsia. There we go. And then maybe some kind of nice, like, fabric across it. This big long piece of this cute lace that I could put up here, I think, maybe. No, not quite. Would we want a piece of blue silky ribbon? No, too thick. That could be cool. Maybe a scrap like that, and then let's see what we have here. Things that I can cut out. Come here. Maybe this cake would look cute on the bottom. I'm almost thinking maybe something with blue could be good too. Like maybe these waffles, let's see. Yeah, that would be cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just kind of cut around this. I want to include these extra little blueberries, and I don't want to individually cut them all out, so I'm going to leave a little bit of white space around this because I think it's a nice frame anyways. It's not actually white, it's like a really light peachy color. There we go. That like that. And this underneath. Okay. I have to refill my fabric tack bottle. I think I have another bottle of it. I have to double check. If not, thankfully, Michael's is open again. Get my little spatula here, the finger saver. Stopped using my credit card, those like my cards that I use for smoothing glue. I stopped using them in favor of using a spatula for the Fabri-Tac because it's a lot easier and it doesn't build up on everything. You can just peel it right off easily. Now do we want to ink around this? I don't think so. I actually kind of think it will look nice not inked. There's my glue. Okay. There you go. Little pocket. All right, and this one I think I will continue. So I think for now I am going to call it a video because it is going to be dinner time soon, so I should probably tend to that. But thank you so much for joining me on this little ephemera making kind of planning stage for this book, and I will be back soon with another video. Until then, I hope you have a really lovely day or night wherever you are, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to hang out and watch me make these journals and do other fun stuff. And yeah, all of my social media information is down below in the description box, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye for now.